Good morning, friends. It is early on a bitterly cold morning in December. We got a lot of snow overnight again. I'm up early because our maintenance people are coming in during the day to install new fire alarms. Otherwise, I would still be in bed. But it's beautiful out, but it's about 10 degrees. Really, really cold. So I thought, since I have to be up this early anyway, I'll put on a pot of split pea soup and just let it simmer and simmer until it's ready, maybe around lunchtime. So I will see you over at the stove. There's nothing that smells as good as that first cup of coffee in the morning. And I'm thinking of lunch, and I haven't even decided what I'm going to make for breakfast yet, but I've been thinking about making split pea soup for a couple of days, and this is as good a reason as any. I'm using a jar of my home canned split peas. First of all, it's very convenient to have them already cooked. You cut off, you eliminate like maybe an hour and a half of cooking time. But the other thing is, remember, I cook for one, and when they're pre-cooked like this, you don't get that expansion that you would if you were using the dry split pea halves. So by the time I add my veggies and a little bit of meat and some additional water, instead of getting like a gallon or more of soup, which is way too much for me, I'll probably end up with just a little bit over a quart. So that means I can have a really nice meal today, and then one other one. I bet you're hearing the coffee maker really loud. So I can have like 2 nice meals out of this instead of trying to deal with 5, 6, 7, leftovers. So, okay, well, I'm going to get started. I know it probably doesn't look like much, but in a couple hours, this is going to be some beautiful soup. A little bit of dehydrated potatoes, carrots, celery, onion, garlic, thyme, the split peas, of course, bay leaf, a little bit of ham, and my first cup of coffee. There's no coffee that tastes as good as the first cup of the morning, doesn't it? I'm going to take you outside for a second or two, just to see what it looks like. Oh, oy, oy, oy. This is what they call a cruel cold. It looks beautiful, but it is so cold you cannot stay out and enjoy it. So I am going back in. Okay, the first thing that goes into the pot, I put about a teaspoon of olive oil in here. And I start off with onion. I have the heat set on medium-low. Give that a little head start on the other vegetables. It is really starting to smell good, and it is time to put the peas in. Really thick. But it's not going to swell much more than this. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to add a bay leaf. And our maintenance man just came and installed the new fire alarm. He said it has a lithium battery, which is good for 10 years, so they don't have to change them every season. Okay, that was a bay leaf, and now I'm putting in just a little bit of rosemary. I love herbs. I love cooking with herbs. It smells so good. My favorite is marjoram, but that's really hard to find. And I've tried raising it myself, and It's just, it's a toughie, but oh, it smells so wonderful. It's like one of the favorite herbs in German cooking. Okay, so got my seasonings and my ham and that, and at this point I have to allow it to come back to a boil and then just simmer for a while. Breakfast this morning is a piece of wheat toast with some melted pepper jack cheese topped with avocado slices and a couple of grape tomatoes and a little drizzle of Italian dressing, just to give it a little tang. Thank you guys for spending a little time with me today. The soup is done and ready to eat, and it smells so good. I wish that it would photograph as nicely as it actually tastes. So I'm going to give you a little hint on something that I'm going to be working on this afternoon. Okay. So stay warm. It's awfully cold out there right now. Keep safe, and I will see you soon.